This shit's fire.
This is a fucking banger.
Ladies and gentlemen, cats, snakes, dogs, chicken, elderly people, workers and twerkers.
Damn.
Turn it up.
I don't give a fuck. It's the Ruckus. What the fuck you expect?
I body slapped my wife, my nigga.
I'm just gonna name a few names, and I'm not gonna no conversation.
And of course, KC's not here for it.
Oh.
He wants to leave like a little bitch.
Fuck Casey. Nobody likes him anyway.
Nah, he's mad funny.
So I got a few names for you guys: Murs, Will I Am, Crooked Eye, Dilated Peoples, Madlib, Planet Asia, Rise Kaz, Exhibit, and The Coup. What's the question?
Lou, I hate everything about you. Where you going with this conversation?
Hold on. Name the first. Name him again, please.
Say that again.
I know where he's going with it. Repeat it.
Murs, Will I Am, Crooked Eye, Dilated Peoples, Madlib, Planet Asia, Rise Kaz, Exhibit, The Coup. What's the question?
The question is who's holding down LA?
Thank you. Let's move
The
on
West
to the next
Coast.
fucking
The game.
topic.
Yo, he's a fucking
still.
Dude, that wasn't part of the program.
I'm gonna still go with no. I'm gonna still go with no.
Back
I'm
off,
have fun
man.
with this topic right here.
No, he wants to fight.
Yo,
back off.
Yeah.
No. We need to go to
Tap
Soul.
out, tap out.
Tap out. It'll hurt him more. If you tap out, it'll hurt him more. He wouldn't know what to do. He wants to fight. Nigga, I've known Brutus since 12 years old, nigga. This nigga.
I hate anything about doing this conversation.
Yeah, this nigga's ready to beef, man.
2005? Early 2005, late 2004.
Yo, this nigga
Use
bringing
me
up
as an
beef.
example.
Yo, he's bringing up beef. Like, yo, you cut me in line.
No, we have
1995, son. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lou.
What's up?
I got my lady friend here, Rita here. I got my lady friend Rita here. Rita, say hi to the people again.
Hi.
Okay. Lou, all those artists that you just named, name them again. Wait. Continue. Wait. Rita,
Murs?
Yeah.
You scared, aren't you? You scared.
Do I know music?
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Rap person, correct?
Yes. I'm a little bit of everything.
No, everything. Okay, she's a hip hop girl.
Don't be scared.
I don't put me in predominantly hip hop, but I know I listen to all genres. So
okay. Lou, mention all those rappers you just mentioned.
Yo, who's playing music?
That's KC.
well,
KC.
Joe. Well, he needs to tell JoJo to hold on for a minute. Put it on.
So here's the list. You got Murs, Will I Am, Crooked Eye, Dilated Peoples, Madlib, Planet Asia, Rise Kaz, Exhibit, and The Coup.
Okay. Out of those artists, which ones do you know?
I know
All of them,
Dilated People.
Okay.
I know Will I Am.
Okay.
Exhibit, as in the rapper from Pimp My Ride.
Ding.
Who was?
Get him.
I've heard of Planet Asia. I can't sit here and name a song, but I have heard of them.
The look they give me describes it all. Okay. And
I'm gonna be honest.
Crooked Eye?
I've never heard of Crooked Eye.
All right. Murs?
Never heard of Murs.
Then the friends rest, Lou.
Here's my thing, though.
I knew I knew a few out of
that's perfect.
out of the lineup.
The question was, who was holding down the West? The question wasn't who was the best known or best selling rapper.
Okay.
Who was holding down? And I'll finish it by saying this.
Oh my God.
Yo, this is disrespectful.
Yo, you are wild, Lou. The goalpost moving is nuts right now.
He must be on fire tonight, isn't he?
This man's moving it to other continents.
Lou's been on another planet. Yo, Ali Guerra held down the West Coast.
I got my degree on the University of the Streets. Y'all know that. I'm just saying.
You know who's holding on the West Coast, man? Those rancheras, bro. The Mexican music was holding down. The new wave of fucking The narco
on
corridos.
the streets.
The narco corridos was running shit in.
Yo, word.
Tigre del Norte.
Los Tigres del Norte. Marco Antonio Solís was holding on the West Coast.
Los cocodrilos.
Yeah.
Selena. Nah, Lou, I'm
Peter,
sorry. I'm sorry, Lou. Not one of them.
Right now.
Peter,
Selena was holding on the West Coast, bro.
Peter, how old
You don't
are you
want to
right
admit that. You don't want to admit that. I'm
How old are
28.
you, Peter?
I'm
You're 28.
Yeah.
What are 3 things that you would tell your 18-year-old self right now if you were to go back in the past? What are the 3 things you tell yourself, your 18-year-old self?
Fuma pila de droga.
That's 4. That's 4.
All right, fuma pila de droga.
Apple. That's it.
That's the apple was already expensive.
Nah, dude. Not like how.
Hold on. Let Lou go through the list of people.
Nah, y'all can jump in. I just wanted to move on because y'all lost that West Coast argument.
Alex
So
said apple. That's it.
Invest in Amazon.
That one too.
That's
stupid. So Apple, Amazon. AAA.
You can't change it. What the fuck?
Change it.
Yo, I got a consultant.
Apple, Tesla,
Kelvin,
Amazon.
Kelvin, I'll give you 5%. Nah,
I bet.
Yo, you know what pisses me off? I had 10 G's to invest into fucking Tesla when it was $33. And my cousin who was working at fucking what's that financial planner shit?
Burger King.
No. The I know what you say, bitch. Is that big ass financial shit? I forgot what it's called. But
Financial
Merrill Lynch.
No, I forgot. It was like
someone with an
F.
Fidelity.
Scott. Was it Scott?
Fidelity. He was working at Fidelity, and he was a financial planner. I'm like, yo, dude, I got 10 G's. I want to fucking put on Tesla. Electric cars are the shit. The motherfucker's like, nah, that shit ain't gonna work. And then now 130, I would have had like.
Have you fought? Have you fought him since?
Yeah, I would have killed my cousin.
Yo, word, nah, for real, like you're gonna die.
One of my boys
Bitcoin would have been good.
Making 100,000 off that shit.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
Invest in Bitcoin, bro.
Bitcoin.
Bro.
Wait, is Bitcoin worth anything? So
It's at 24 G's.
No, and then I found the stock.
It is?
It was
it's not like that.
I thought it was 16 last time I checked.
50 Cent is a genius.
I found a stock.
Is somebody talking?
I'm talking right now. Yo, I found a stock in September. It was like Cambridge Analytica started, and they started at $9. I'm like, yo, and I started studying them, dude. Right now, they're like at $27.
Hey, Diablo, ¿cuánto cuarto?
Local. I was in an investment with them because they're doing the same shit as Cambridge, the same shit as Cambridge Analytica. And local.
Right.
Oh shit!
This is crazy. So it's 29 G's right now.
Yeah, it's 29 G's Bitcoin. It's gone up $28,000 in the past 5 years.
Yo,
what?
Cryptocurrency is the
I'm fucking off.
So
cryptocurrency, fucking
it's illegal though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you can literally buy a lot of porn with that and really not much else. Like what the fuck?
Lou, really?
Out of all things,
he said porn, right?
I mean, hey, you gotta get
how many
off
terabytes of
somehow.
porn can you buy?
I mean, just because
what else?
We're not talking about terabytes. We're not talking about terabytes. There, we're talking about petabytes. And Lou, you can buy a lot more than just porn with Bitcoin. It is used for almost everything nowadays.
So hold on a second. Explain this to me. How do you get the Bitcoin from? Because I know you have to mine it, all of this other shit. How do you get that into actual physical currency?
You mine it in Minecraft, right? First of all,
different shit. Talking about
you gotta get, man. Yeah, you gotta get Minecraft. Then you mine the Bitcoin in Minecraft.
All right.
You're an asshole.
I don't have a great understanding on it. I know it has to do.
You don't have shit.
It has to do with hashing and the hash rate of your computer and blockchain and so on and so forth. But you can also invest. Yeah, you can also invest in it. So right now, let's say, for example, if I wanted to get a Bitcoin, I would
have to pay $30,000.
I would pay $30,000 pretty much. I would have one Bitcoin, right? They have Bitcoin ATMs here in the US, and
Mario Kart.
You also, and then
Bro,
you can. So there's Bitcoin ATMs where you can cash out your Bitcoins, and then there's also businesses that will just accept Bitcoin for different services. Including illegal ones.
The dude from
I
that
don't get
movie
this new
that they
world
made,
we live in,
that dude
bro.
they made the movie about.
Bitcoin is
football guy.
huge. Bitcoin is huge in the dark web.
The blind side.
Yeah.
The blind side. Yo.
So Kelvin, you literally made the point. Bitcoin is huge in the underworld. If I was gonna do some human trafficking,
Yes.
Human trafficking.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what a lot of people use. It's untraceable.
But
yeah,
but listen.
But that's not what upholds Bitcoin, though.
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
Yo,
KC,
that's what Lou idea is.
But
I'm not doing my job because some motherfucker told me to shut up, so I'm shutting up.
Oh
and I'm gonna let this run wild.
Lou was trying to change the subject and literally did it.
Yo, mute Casey right now.
Yo,
I'll mute myself. There you go.
Yo, I got a crazy story about.
All right, you come back now.
Yo, so
Go ahead,
there's an NFL player that just accepted his contract, half Bitcoin, half fucking
What kind of dumbass is that?
That's wild.
The dude from the blind side. The dude from the blind side.
I don't know. I
don't know about all that.
Yeah, but I don't know if I do that. Not where it's at right now, dude. $29K. That's
rough.
rough.
Gonna be $100,000 in the next 5 years, man.
I mean, you know what?
No,
honestly,
this is the highest it's been.
It can be. It can be because the thing is, you can't mine it anymore.
But Kelvin, there's two things that we got to consider. First of all, they've said
more
that
mines.
They've said that Bitcoins are like the market for Bitcoins is extremely unstable.
Yes, it is. It's very
so there's that part, and then there's also the fact that central banks are literally trying to find a way to end Bitcoin. So you're talking about the guy accepted a contract. It's worth $29,000 today. That shit could be literally worth nothing tomorrow. So
absolutely, but it can also be worth $100,000. Like Daniel said, because it is. Let's be real.
He could cash out.
What Brutus just said was actually a very great fucking.
It's a hell of a gamble.
Point. No, it's a war that's happening. It's central banks of the fucking against digital banks. And it's fucking,
no, it's not a war. Those central banks would just turn digital, so they change the game. So Bitcoin changes the game. They don't go away. You know, they just change the game. So
we talk about the Rockefeller thing, bro.
Right, you're invested into the change of technology. You're not invested into a particular company, but to the change.
I know you didn't just say Rockefeller. Hold up.
For all of you worried,
okay, I'm gonna meet you, Alex, because you gotta let other people talk, bro. This is the Alex show. I hope you're cracking up right now. Shut up, Brutus, because K-Rod was gonna talk. Go ahead, K-Rod.
Oh, thank you. This is for all you conspiracy theorists out there. for all you conspiracy theorists out there that are worried that the government is forcing us to use credit cards and debit cards to track us. There you go. You can use cryptocurrency. They can't.
I really don't like KC right now.
Put that out in the air.
Mic off.
We're gonna get canceled by the government.
Doesn't need a PSA for these
cryptocurrency. I'm not even trying to say the word nigga, but sure, this nigga's
What's sick bastards, Peter?
Okay, moving on.
I'm talking about the actual people that are worried that the government's checking them out when they're going to Wawa. Yeah. like the government gives a fuck that you're getting a hoagie.
What you mean? The
Unabomber gonna come crazy.
Yo, word.
You mean the Unabomber?
I'm using cash.
Hoagie.
I would have said that's a Jersey thing. I would have said invest. I would have said invest Apple and Netflix. Well, not invest Apple, Netflix. Just because I had Netflix. Just because I had Netflix, since they were bringing out with CDs, and they mentioned when they were going to go public, and I never Netflix, even though Netflix is it's higher than Tesla, I think it is right now a little bit, but it's had a lot more splits than Tesla, so that makes a lot more money than
Lou, what do you got?
I'd actually just tell myself not to come to Brazil. That's basically it.
Can you say that in 3 words?
No,
don't come Brazil.
No go Brazil.
All right, so you're not gonna come on Brazil. Got it.
What?
Mike.
I don't like Kelvin. I don't like you either. Fuck you too.
Mike, what you got for us?
Say hello, little friend.
It's like 50 words, bro.
No, say hello, little friend is one.
All right, go.
Nah, he said a lot with that saying. He said a lot with that saying.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
If I could go talk to my 18-year-old self, I'll say, "What the fuck."
That's not
helping you out at all, bro.
Right.
The 18-year-old self gonna be like, fuck.
It's a short movie.
But knowing Mike, 18-year-old Mike would understand.
Represent different dynamics. It's like, what the fuck? Like, do better. What the fuck? Time is wasting. You know, time. Don't stop
You're
no man. Like, what the fuck? You know, tomorrow's not promised.
That's you thinking now, not your 18-year-old self though. That's how you got to keep it, because that's as simple as like me at 18. I used to be like, fuck the government. I don't care about my credit. I don't care about nothing. You guys fuck me when you take over my taxes. That's how I thought when I was 18. And I'm like, my credit was shit when I wanted to buy a house.
Man was born a Republican.
Exactly.
He was born a Republican.
So that's why I say invest in Netflix, Apple.
Like that whole what the fuck just says do better. Do better.
All right. Bet.
Okay, it's better. What the fuck?
You gonna scare yourself.
El Kraken, dime.
Read more.
All right. No student loans.
Okay.
No, you want to have your 3 PhDs?
Nah, my PhD came free, player.
Oh, wow.
I got you. He told you to shut the fuck up.
Hold on. Do you have other student loan?
Yeah, undergrad.
Okay, so it's not free, nigga. Cállate. That's all part of it.
No, what?
6 years weren't paid for?
Exactly. That's not the way that works. You can get a PhD with a high school diploma.
El presidente.
Oh, no wonder you got one. Go ahead, President.
You're the youngest one here, so what you got?
What would
you told yourself from last?
Oh wait, no, that's Daniel. Daniel's the youngest.
You.
Oh yeah, Daniel 17.
Nah, I already said it.
That's my burner account.
Right,
that's
okay.
my burner
Because that was like the year before the year before Bitcoin blew up, like 2 years I guess before Bitcoin blew up. I started working and everything, so like, I could have invested a lot of that money.
What were you invested, bro?
And if that shit would have,
what were you invested
I had
in,
something. Bro? I had some money just like on the side. I could have, bro. I could have bought half a Bitcoin. Come on.
In that time he would have been able to buy. Let's say you had 2 Gs, you would have bought about 2014. Let's say 2014.
Actually, when I was working in Metro, I had money because I some stuff happened that I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, I had some money.
Allegedly,
good, bro.
Allegedly.
So yeah, I mean, maybe I could.
It was 315 in 2015. So would you have invested 2 Gs in that, Abram? Would you think you would have done?
No, it's not if you would have. You tell yourself, yeah, he's telling himself to do it.
Of course, I would.
He probably would have done it early.
If future me would have been like, "Yo, get that shit," I know it's future me. I'll be like, "I got you, fam." Fuck you, mean.
Hey, Daniel, what would you tell yourself in the future when you turn 18?
I just told you that my brother has to look
3 words?
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Bro, don't trust Dominican. No.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
All right, you know what, man?
Y'all family, bro. Don't. This is Brazilian shit. This is Brazilian joke, bro.
Nah. Avoid Netflix with Brutus. Avoid Netflix Brutus.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. I would say, bro.
Daniel wants to
money, probably. Save more money. I would say save more money.
All right.
Spend some money on some dumb shit, but I could have done worse, but I could have done better.
Mm-hmm.
That's life.
Yeah. No, it's growing up. All right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Cheretta.
That is kind of a hard question because I was already a parent at 18. I got pregnant at 17 and had my son at 18. So that's really a hard question. I guess one of the I guess if I could go back at that time, at that age, Lord knows I would love it. I would probably say
Hello?
What happened?
be okay. Like being okay with being a mother. Yeah, I was a young mother.
No.
But
Say it again. You broke up.
I said to be more, I guess, to be more proud of being a mother and being okay with being a young mother.
Okay.
You know,
that's deep.
And I'm only saying that because literally at that time, at that point, I was a mother. I was going to school, trying to get myself together, still trying to grow up myself.
Yeah.
Let alone with having another.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Go right ahead.
So when you were, 18, about to be 17, about to be a mother, what were your initial thoughts? Were you like really scared? Were you excited? Were you confused? I mean,
to be honest, I was more scared of anything. I was more scared because it's like I said, I'm still technically being pregnant at 17. I was still a child. I was finishing up high school. I was thinking of more of what my goals could have been because I had goals, to go to school. I had goals.
Oh,
broke up again.
Yeah, when it gets good.
Oh, my
bad.
Go ahead, Cheretta.
So it kind of like hinders you. Yeah, it hinders you. It was. I felt more hindered. I felt more hindered to do certain things. So it's like I was more scared of anything, and I felt left out versus my other peers that were going to college. That were moving, that were traveling, doing a lot of things. Going to full-time school, not having to do part-time, not having to fully work. Not having, to get up and do what they want to do and, still live that teenage. You're still a teenager.
Yeah.
So it's like, I had to learn more of myself as a, as an individual, as a woman, and then still raise another person, right next to me.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So
did you have help? Did you have help in those raising your kid? You said he's 16 now. In that
he's
time,
16
were you by yourself the whole time?
I ain't ready for that.
No, his father did help. His father, did help. We co-parent. We still co-parent. We work very well with one another. But at that time, it was just like, looking at everybody else, all my other friends, that are parents now, they kind of like, some of them like, I wish I had mine, at the same time as you. And some of them look at it as a good way. And I'm like, yeah, because now he's old enough, he's working, he's about to drive, he can start driving me around. But then it's like, you don't want to wish that because it's just like, you miss out on a lot. So you kind of can't, it's not always about you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just, I couldn't get up and go to every party that was going on and every function. And what I mean? I had to really, really take care of my responsibilities at home. And even though I was 18, but I'm still not a legal adult either. So it's like, like I said, it's just having to grow up. I felt like I had to grow up really, really fast, but I do, I don't regret it. So if I was 18,
that was gonna be my next question. If you had any regrets, obviously not about your son, but about the last 16 years. So you have no regrets.
I don't have any regrets. I really don't. At first, it felt like it, but it's just like we grew up together. We understood more. I'm more understanding of a lot of things. My son understands a lot of things now that he's older. We can talk about certain things. He gets certain things. He's still in a child's place, but he's becoming independent, just like I had to be independent.
Yeah, but I feel like because you went through that, he's more resilient, and he's because I've noticed that with single mothers or parents that are young that have kids, that their kids are more resilient, like they're more independent and shit like that. So
yeah, and he is
like, so you good. Trust me.
But here's considering the things that happened this year, this will be my last question. It's just really fascinating having you here.
Damn.
No, but it's
too, bro.
Okay, this is go ahead, Bruce.
Considering what happened with George Floyd over the summer, we had Breonna Taylor. You're raising a young black man. Like, how does in the context of what we saw over the summertime, have you had time to even reflect on what it's like raising a black man in America? I mean, it's a difficult question if you haven't. It's just
no. I think it's a good question because it's a question not. I don't look at it as of like just as in this day and time, but just as of having to raise a black man in general. Even, as a child, even at his preteens and then teens now, like, it's, you know what I mean? It's just him growing up black, period. Not necessarily just more in this day and age. I think it's just him growing up black. And I've had these conversations with him, slowly but surely. I don't like to have the conversation, but he needs to be aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Especially he's going to be he's, starting to drive. And, being around different other races and working and stuff like that. So this is something that, I have to have these conversations with. And I don't want him to look at it just because of what's going on right now, but just look at it as a whole, as of you being just a black man, period. You get what I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. You get what
I get it. Yeah, it's a heartbreaking conversation. It's just,
and I mean, I know that he understands the gist of it, but it's just like, I don't want him to feel like, he also has to, have it like I don't want him to feel that there's a target or to always be scared just to live either.
There you go.
Okay,
that's heavy right there. I don't even know how to transition out of that. Part of me doesn't even want to, but that's
I think Daniel had a question.
Yeah, I had a question, but Lou kind of asked that question a lot more blunt than I would ask. I would ask with a little more fly shit into it, but he asked in a blunt way and still wrote home.
The Dominican blood.
The question that I was not really a question, but like an observation. First of all, like I'm gonna call the woman in the conversation realness, because this name, I'm Brazilian. First of all, it's cool to say that. I don't know if anybody mentioned it, but your name is new to me. I've never heard your name in any of my studies, encounters, or whatever it is. So I'm gonna call you realness because that is the nickname that you got. So
that was just a nickname that I just chose. Because I'm just real all across the board.
Yeah, I realize
regardless
that,
of anything. And I think that sometimes they may come off as too real, where some people look at it as being rude, or they look at it as being intimidated, or whatever the situation may be. But sometimes I feel that you have to be real for people to understand where they're coming from. And especially when other people are not going to be real with you, then who is going to be real with you? You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody got to be real with you at all times, whether you want to hear it or not. And that includes within yourself too.
Yeah, this is dope. But
so it's like, I got we can joke. I can have my jokes. I can crack on you. I can be sarcastic with you. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be real honest with you, whether you want to hear it or not. So
that's all it is. But the observation that I wanted to do is like, I think we're gonna talk about it a little bit with our conversation about the movie Soul, because on that movie, that is one scene in particular that happens in a barbershop. I think a lot of the guys here love that scene. But there is a real deep conversation that happens in the barbershop.
Make sure you say spoilers, because I don't know if she wants to watch it.
No. Like I said, I don't.
Yeah, she said it in the beginning.
Spoiler thing.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead. Repeat what I said, honey. Repeat what I said.
Yeah, I know she's cool with it. She said in the beginning. I listen to women. This is the difference.
I'm just gonna say this: when you're married for 10 years, you tend to tune out sometimes. Damn. So we keeping it a buck. Hey, we keeping it a buck.
Yo. I'm gonna stay quiet, bro. I'm gonna stay quiet. But like, there is a real cool conversation that is about sometimes life takes a different turn than what we had expected. Sometimes we have our dreams. A lot of the times, I would say every time, we have our dreams. But then responsibilities come along, and then our priorities change. and then we take a different road, but we still arrive at a good location. So it's not like, I think what you said was really deep in the sense that you said that what you would say to yourself at 18 years old was like, yo, it's fine. Be proud of where you're at and what you're living. Instead of just being like, and this is with the, Lou followed up with that question of, you have any regrets and shit like that? He said, no, you don't have no regrets. It's like, sometimes life takes a different turn, but like, you don't know. You arrive at a better location than you were set for right there in the past, you know, but you don't know.
Yeah.
So this is why this is an interesting conversation I have. Like, when I thought about it, like, what would I say to myself at 18 years old? This is cool.
But I think also, I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like at that same time too, the other thing I think that I would say to myself at that age would be more, to be thankful and to be grateful, because, you know, I can sit here and say, you know, there's so much that I can really get into that, but it's just like, I feel that I didn't appreciate, you know, some of the things that went down, and, you know, some things that did occur. So I feel that, you know, I should have been more thankful and more grateful at that age, because things could have been.
I know what you're thinking. Where can I find more? For full episodes of the Ruckus Podcast, you can check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and your other digital streaming services. The Ruckus, it's organized chaos. Don't worry, we're working on getting Mike a better mic. Get it, Mike? And don't worry about it. You'll get it eventually.